Okay guys, so now we got into state, but we did not talk about props at all. And I think that I'm the only one to do it that way. Every tutorial goes over what props are before talking about the state. But I just did that to get you to want to learn more and be a little confused, and I hope that you're actually a little confused. So guys, let's get into this. Let's make a new component, and this component is going to contain our test component inside of it. And we're going to pass some props into it. So let's call this, let's export it as the default so that we render it with React View. Let's just call this app, and let's extend from react.component. For now, we'll just have this render method, and then inside of there, we'll just return, let's have a div right here, and then let's have a closing div, and then let's just, in here, let's call our test component. Well, since you guys haven't seen this before, we're just going to save this and we're going to run it and see what happens. And that's called test.jsx. Okay, so as you can see, it shows our test component that we made from the last video, which is exactly what we expected, because the whole point of React here is you can reuse components as much as you want. And what's cool about this is we can just put that right there, hit save, and then boom, it shows it twice. So now, what do props do, and what's the point of props? Well, if you want to pass something different into each instance of the component, that's what you use props for. So let's actually rename this test thing. Let's call it, let's just call it text box, or something like that. That sounds good. Now, inside of this text box, let's remove this button, and let's just say this.props.text. So now, if we want to pass something into this props variable, all we have to do is say text right here, and let's say this is the first box. And then right here, let's be like, this is another box. Let's save that, and then load it up. And as you can see here, it says this is the first box and this is another box, because we passed in a different prop to it. And if you guys are always kind of confused about things, when I was new to JavaScript, I was kind of like, wait, what? How do you call .text? Well, that's because props is an object, and if you're ever curious about something, you should just log it. So let's just log this .props right here. Let's open up the console, and then let's just refresh the page. And as you can see in the first one, it says it's an object containing text, and an object containing text with another box. What's cool about this is you can really pass just anything. You can say, let's say color right here, and let's say we want this to be blue and this one to be red. You probably wouldn't want to do it like this. Well, I mean, you never know. You just mess around. So obviously it doesn't do anything, but we just log the props just to see them right here. And right here we can just do this in the render method. Let's add some styling here. So style in React is you're passing it an object, which is why you have double curly braces. Let's say the color equals this.props.color. And boom, now one's blue and one's red. So as you can see, or at least hopefully you get an idea now how powerful React can be, because this component can be something like, I don't know, a search form on your site that you use on like this page, use on another page, and you don't want to rewrite that code a bunch. You can just import that component and throw it in to another spot, and you can pass it some props to do something different. So there's a really short video, I know. Oh, and just before I end it, you don't even need to have the constructor and set state, because we're not doing anything with the state. So as you can see, it still works. So I hope you guys liked that video. Let me know if you have any questions. I know I went really fast, but thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have part 3 up soon.